welcome along and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. It is nearly 9 a.m. in the morning and we've come down to the roller coaster here because we are 1 litre away from each of our remaining items to see if this completes. We also have a great demand coming in at the container warehouse, so we might be able to make some money there today. Is this complete? No, we're still not there. I think, though, that most of the materials we have in storage here are already covered by, or everything that's required is already covered by what we have in storage down here. So, with a great demand at the container warehouse, how much is that going to pay us for today? Let's have a look at wood. 814 is actually not that great. Paper factory is paying more. Sawmill is ours. No, old sawmill is ours. Sawmill is paying more. But yeah, I think we probably want to take a load of logs and go and supply somewhere where we haven't supplied yet and head over to the paper factory. So to do that, once again, we're going to be getting ourselves into here and getting our trees cut. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually going to back this out and get the blade in here instead. Try and pull some of the trees that we cut out of here and into a better position to start getting them cut. So we're going to go from here, I think. Make them fall roughly this way, and then we can pull them out. We want 6 trees, so let's cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. That's cut us 6 trees down. That should clear. We can pull these out with our blades and then get them to a position where they can be cut. So let's take that out like that. Pop over here, grab this. Now I want to drop that off the front. So let's do that. And then reverse this out here. And we've got the blade just around here. Now the nice thing about this, the really cool thing about this, of course, is the fact that it has a winch on the front that we can use. So we're going to back this over to here and just pull these forwards, I think. Let's unfold. Oh, did I not hook up the... Yeah, I didn't hook up those. So unfold that. And I should be able to pull these out. Now, I think the trick is going to be to try and pull these out and around on a fairly short length. So we'll grab this here. Pull winches R. Attach it to there with B. And then this is a much better way of transporting these about, I think, than doing it with the actual head of the... with the actual head of the harvester. And even now, I am still getting people asking me why I don't use the harvester head, why I don't turn it and use that. This is not a harvester head. This is a processing head. We've got the smaller of the 2 Volvo excavators, and it can only take a processing head on it, not a harvesting head. Yes, I think at this stage, if I was going to spend more time on here, we would very much be looking at getting a harvesting head on a larger one of these and doing that, or getting even just a much larger dedicated tree harvester. What I think I'm going to do on the next map is I have a plan to get a buncher. I think a buncher would be a really cool piece of kit to have. Right, pick that up. Now, I need to make sure we turn away from that tree, because otherwise we're going to get stuck on it, which is what I feared. And then we can just take this the rest of the way over here on this. See, I can't see exactly where my tracks are. So I'm going to go the other way. Turn. Right, and then back up. That's better. And then we'll turn here like so. Yeah, pulling that out with the with that blade has done so much better for us. And let's cut. Unfortunately, it's not done so much better for me with exactly where I've positioned myself. We need to turn the other way and bring this. Oh, it's one of those things. So reverse up first, then turn. Slightly easier to do that in cab, actually, because you are looking at how the controllers or how the pedals are going. So let's cut this. And there we are. We're now inside our cutting area. And yeah, we're going to make an awful lot of money from the paper mill today, I think. I'm about halfway through doing this set of trees, and yeah, we've got a little bit of a mess here. I need to push those back in, and we need to pull those off the top. So we'll use the lever for this again. And this chain on here is so useful on this blade. I can pull multiple ones out at once. So we'll grab this, we'll attach to that, and we'll attach to... Can't attach to both of them. Come on, maybe if I'm a little bit further up. Let's grab that again. Yeah, there we go. So B and... Oh, that was enough to pull that one off. So do the same again. I thought this could attach to multiple ones. I'm fairly sure I've had it attached to multiple ones in the past. At the moment, just attaching them on has been enough. So B and B. No, can I? Yeah, attach another tree is R. There we go. Yeah, and we want to pull that one out as well. So we should be able to winch this in. Control winch. There we go. So let's pull in on the winch. That just pulls those out there. Attach everything. And now we can go in and clear everything up. So the idea here is we'll get in behind everything. Just push it away from the gap. And then we can clean and tidy it all up a little bit. So push that out like that. Don't like how much that is sitting in that gap. Or sitting near to that gap. Right, like that. So actually, we're probably going to be in a position where I've pulled that round a little too much, I think. Ideally, I want it all to turn in the corner, but it doesn't look like it's in a position to do so. And getting this blade around here is probably going to push these in the wrong direction. Yeah, this is a great way of doing things, but you need to make sure that in the first place, you've got everything into the right place. Otherwise, it can get a little bit fishy and a little bit worrisome. But that's okay. We've turned most of them. If we keep turning them and keep them out of that gap, we should be all right. But it is keeping them out of that gap. All right, and up. And then the other way to do it is to come round and just to sidle them back through the gap from here. You can pull it back or just do this, come into here and push that back like that. It makes a little bit of a mess, but you're doing all right. It's really a case of trying to get everything in the right orientation to work. And to make things easier to pick up. At the end of the day, if you make it easier to pick up in the first place, it's gonna save you time. And if you can orient things right, then you're good. I'm kind of thinking, I said this last time, of that having a second one of these in a position where we can pull straight out of the tree farm into it would work really well. I mean, this is a good place here, but I think you'd have multiple ones of these if you were doing stuff elsewhere. and if you were doing stuff more long term. Also, I think I would probably not have this tree at the back here, because it does restrict me a little bit in what I can do. Again, we want to push this through, see if we can get this onto the pile without too much hassle. Nope, that one is not going to do, I don't think. Yeah, that one's going to be a little bit of a pain. But we should be able to start loading these up now. If we get this pile out of the way, we'll be able to sort out that one at the back, I think, without too much problem. I'm quite pleased with what we've achieved between here and Holmacra. It's been a very good setup for us. And yeah, I mean, the fact that we are verging on 500,000 before we've even touched selling off our productions is absolutely amazing. So that is just such a nice amount that we can take to wherever we want to go next. And yeah, I'm still feeling like I'm looking for the next forestry map. And it may be a case of seeing where we go with that. And we pull this out of here. Come on, open up. There we are. Right, grab that. Nice. Oh, wow. I managed to, for the first time in a while, grab absolutely nothing in the jaws of this. That is quite an achievement, really. Forwards in, because there are so many logs here. Yeah, look at that. That is much more successful. Right, and over. Caught it on the end. We're not quite in the middle of this bunch. As long as I can get it over and in, and gonna have to do the thing of dropping them in. Don't want to do that. That is not the way to do this. But they're in there. Good. So, wow. That's quite a big clump of logs straight in there. You'd think I'd get better at doing this. I have got better at doing this. But at the same time, I'm still a little bit clunky at times. Let's see if we can't get that one out the back. I don't think we will. I think this is going to be it for this grab. Actually, that's not bad. What we'll do is we'll clean that up a little bit, and then we'll get the other 3 trees cut and into here as well. So that's got those 3 cleared up. Yeah, I got in the right position for it. And drop off. Yep, we're good. Open it up. And drop it off. And whoa! Got caught under there. That's got them. Right, so that is the first 3 trees loaded up onto the front of this. We want to pull our truck forward slightly so that we have easy access to the back. And we can go and cut the rest of the trees and get them loaded up. I kind of wonder if I can pull all 3 of these trees out at the same time now. So let's grab the front of that. We can definitely grab that. Let's go add a second tree there. Oh no, there. Right, and then I'm going to pull backwards. See if those will come out of there. Yes. Yeah, okay. We're in slightly the wrong place though, because this is in our way. So I'm just going to back this out and put this over here. There we go. Now we have a bit of a clearer sight of everything. We can get this positioned more over here. And if we pull that in... No, that's just moving the blade. If we pull that in... It tells me K and M are the movements. Right, K I think is the one that pulls it in. Or does it let it out? No, that pulls it in. There we go. So K is the one that pulls in. There we go. Add another one. Oh, we're too far away. Okay, so it is just going to be these 2. Let's pull them up and try and get them into a position that's going to be easier for our harvester or our processor to get them lined up and get them into here at an angle that's useful. Disconnect and get this out the way. As I was trying to get this out of the way, I had a thought. We've got a dozer on the front of this that we can use to maneuver these trees. Let's see if we can't get this down here like so and just push the bottom end of these trees round, or the top end of these trees round, depending on how we look at it. Really want to try and swing the top end round. It's not doing it, unfortunately. I was really hoping that by pushing the bottom end of the tree there, we were going to be able to swing this round into a better position. But it looks like it's so straight and so long, this blade, that it's not doing that. Even if I come here and turn a bit, that might be a little bit straighter. Let's give it a go and see what happens. So grab the first one. We'll pull it straight back, and actually that has worked better. That's brilliant. Although that currently is going to go into the gap, so we'll cut that. And yeah, that is exactly where I want that. And halfway along here means that's going to be much easier to pick up. Although you can see the actual tree is spinning as we bring it round. So we have to adjust for that a little bit. And hopefully keep it out of that gap. But it seems to want to turn in that direction as it goes, which is ever so slightly annoying. See if I can position myself a little better for the second one. Get our head in the right place. Drop it down. Grab it. And then trying to get the direction and the turn and everything right on this is really confusing sometimes. Right, and that then should fit there. Right, it is the other side of the other logs and is working perfectly. So a little bit more. We've got one more log or one more tree to get in here, and then we'll be all loaded up and we can head down to the paper factory. Grab it and hook it up. Right, let's see if this time we can't get this to come around in such a way that we get a nice straight setup. Because it does move more freely with this. Much easier to drag this to where I want it to be, which is around here. Preferably without hitting that. And yeah. That's about as good as I think I'm going to get it. So do that. And back off. And then what I'm going to do is leave this here. Turn that off. Let's see if we can't get this tree onto this. Oh, it's really cool. We've got to the point on here where I'm just in a system that works. It works so well and allows me to very easily do the stuff that I want to on here. I think I'm going to have to hurriedly move forwards. Yeah, there we go. In slightly the wrong place. Turn and in. There. Just ever so slightly. Otherwise, it's gonna get at an angle that I just can't fix it from. And that's what we want to avoid. Right, that's our third tree onto there. We now have a big hole in our tree farm. That's all right, because we planted so many trees in there. It's slightly ridiculous. And now I should be able to... Well, do you know what? That worries me. That is not far enough over that first one. Where'd I put my blades? There we go. Let's grab this. And see if we can't push these on here a little bit. That way we can then just drive straight up with that and do things. Yeah, so if that's there, hopefully that will now allow us to jump into this, drive up here like so, and not end with anything in the gap. And with that all there like that, what you can then do is just come along here and just bunch things up a little bit. If we can avoid the excavator, yeah, like that. And then just move things with this blade a little bit in. I don't want to push it right up against the wall really hard. The trouble that will cause is that it just makes it harder for this to lift things out. So that's got that. We go as far in as we can to grab as much as we can. Clamp down. And there we go. We have a nice, large, full grab of wood. So slowly put these into here. Getting caught on some of the overlap. That's all right. It'll all work its way down in a minute. We've only got one more grab of these to go. Wow, that really doesn't want to sit there, does it? Those are, yeah, those are a little bit on the wonk. Not much I can do about it with those bits at the front, other than trying to get in a little bit on the back and pull things forwards. Yeah, there's not much I can do about that. As long as everything stays on there, we'll be fine. We do have a second quite large pile to go on here, though. Can we get this done in two? No, not quite. We're missing one. It is missing two. But this does work as a loading system really well. We've had this on here for, wow, about a year and a half now. And yeah, it is definitely making our job easier. Let's see if we can get these. Whoa, don't tip the other way. Otherwise, we're going to lose some off the top. I think we might want to. Yeah, there it goes. I think we might want to extend the beams if this is going to be a problem. Get a little bit more height on the top. Because, yeah, it's those bits in there. Those bits in there are causing all this problem. I think I'm going to rearrange this a bit. See if I can get things shifted about. Yeah, I managed to shift things about a little bit. Just sort of pressing down and shifting around a little bit. Let's see if we can get this one picked up now. And on the top. Oh, look at that. Nice little bit of delicate work there with the claw. Or with the grab. And then that on top. And yeah, I think I don't need to extend the sides. I think we should be able to get this now. So the last two logs we have will sit nicely in the middle on the top. Which is not bad at all. That's worked out pretty well for us. So let's get under this. Get under that. Grab both of those. We can then just dump these on the top. And once we've got those on the top, we can go and take them to the paper factory. Presuming the paper factory is still the best place to drop these off. With any luck. And then we'll pop down to the roller coaster and see what the position on that is. See if there is anything we're actually missing. And see if we need to deliver any more goods. We do have some more goods kicking around that might be needed. The only thing that we might have to process through here is if we need more wooden planks or prefab or anything like that. If any of those things are still needed, then we will need to go and cut some more trees from in here. But we have wood to spare. That's the thing. So where is the best place? Best price right now is actually the sawmill. In fact, that's probably perfect for us. So we're going to take all this down to the sawmill. 1,019 per 1,000 liters. And if we head down there, what we can do is get that sold, and then on the way back, we will check what is happening with the roller coaster. So while you can own the old sawmill on here, you can't own this one, which is the main sawmill. Where is our point to sell this? That is that it? That might be it. Right by the railway tracks here. Let's see if this is. So bring that there. We will take all of the straps off. One, sell wood, yep. For 36,206. That seems a little low. I'm slightly surprised by that, actually. 36,000 is not what we normally get for a large amount of wood like that. For 6 trees, that definitely seems low. So yeah, I don't know what happened there. Certainly on the containers, for 2 containers, which is what that would have filled, we get more normally. Now somebody did mention that I should have continued with the ship. With all of the stuff I was producing, the ship would have been a good way to go. And you know what? I don't disagree. I think we probably should have been still delivering stuff and launched a new boat. But we didn't know how long the roller coaster was going to continue to be constructed for. So I didn't want to sort of invest all of that and then lose all of that money. Speaking of which, this still has a way to go. There is quite a lot of materials that are going into here. Wooden beam is going down. So yeah, everything still seems to be going down. I think we're going to be still going at this again in the next video. How close this is to completion, we will find out. For now, though, we're going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.